if they don't follow through, then you've got to come back and go, well, you didn't meet this. Why didn't you meet this? And obviously, if this is a long-term problem, then you've got to be the boss and
so you're saying sometimes you do have to end up being the boss?
Yes, sometimes you do have to be the boss.
Right. It's more clarification on that and how it relates to those situations.
Like that's what I was saying before is, 1% of the time I'm the boss, the other 99% of the time I'm the leader. I had to tell people, you're spending too much time on YouTube, or you're reading too many blogs, or you're coming in at 11:30. It's probably not good enough. So and that sort of thing, or so it's you do have to do that. But getting back to this, you shouldn't be a gopher. This is where you're acting like a boss and you're micromanaging people. Go for this, go for this, go for this, go for this, do this. And then run back, do that total task, come back to you. Okay, now do this. And that's what being a gopher is. And it's really hard work as a manager to do that. You're always thinking about their next task as well. So, but people fall into this trap all the time. So, yeah. Any more questions? No? Okay. Running out of slides. So these are tools that I use most, personally, and definitely in the order I use them the most. I don't have to talk very much in my job. It's, I listen a lot more, and I'm writing things down all the time. That's what being a leader is about, I think. Is listening to people. If someone feels like they're being listened to, then they're going to be happy, and you want to keep your team happy. And I have a lot of these are my favourite geek tools for project management. Basecamp is a great online project management tool. Free if you're just doing one project on it. Allows you to send messages and keep track of to-dos and milestones and stuff like that. It's really quite neat. I use wikis at work all the time. You need to be able to share things all over the place. Anything, the marketing team uses it, the art team uses it, the programming team uses it, the ops team uses it. Everyone uses a wiki to get things out and make sure everyone can see them. We use Bugzilla, ExitReality. It's just an online bug tracking. But there's other ones like Track and dozens and dozens and dozens of things, and they're really important for communicating. Because you don't remember, and you might not be the one that ends up taking care of it if you're on a team. So keeping track of things in a bug tracker is it's really useful.
Are they open source?
Yes, those two are. That is an online service. So, and revision control. Who doesn't know what revision control is? One?
Yeah.
Okay. Two? Alright. You guys, revision control is basically you put a repository together of all your source, and every time you change it, it records those changes and remembers them. So you accidentally delete something and don't discover that for a month, it's still there. And believe it or not, there are heaps of companies that don't use revision control. And it's crime, and it's going to cost you money. We got the artists to use revision control when we first built our team, and it was a bit of a hassle, because they're like, oh, but it takes so long, and I have to write something in there. Oh my god! When you're doing revision control, you write a little note, I changed this, enter. Just for you guys. And I didn't want to do that. Right? But I don't know how many times it saved errors. I don't know how many artists in here, but they're sometimes not the best video users in the world. So yeah, so that was a hassle, and checking something in can build up time, but as can budget tracking. But I could get hit by a car tomorrow, and someone could come in and do my job and pick up where I left off. Fingers crossed. But I don't get hit by a car. So I think someone close to the end. Questions?
Yes. So what revision control do you use for your artists?
Oh,
Because it's binary
use.
files. So it's
Sorry.
Yeah, I find the artwork is a lot of binary files, so it's often difficult to store.
Binary, storing binary in a revision repository isn't as useful, because you obviously don't get those changes and you have to open up each revision. But it's still a lot better than the alternative, which is a flat disk somewhere that someone can accidentally go and delete the whole thing, and you've lost it all. We use Subversion, and for my own projects I use Git, which is just slightly faster, and it allows you to do some nifty things like take the whole repository and split it off and stuff like that.
It's a lot more local as well. You store changes are stored there as opposed to somewhere else.
Yeah, so it's with Subversion, for example, if you want to see changes on, unfortunately we've got some files that are like 10,000 lines long. You want to see the changes to that. We're on a gigabit network. You'll sit down and go for about 30 seconds or something to bring up all the changes and go, okay, this is the log. So Git obviously puts it straight on your disk, so it's a few seconds instead of. And if you're doing it over the net, it's even longer than that. So.
But another question, in Git, it stores the entire history of the binary file on the local disk, so doesn't it make it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know there are art revision control systems that actually you have to pay for these, but they'll actually show you the differences between two 3D files, for example.
What I mean is you have a 10 megabyte artwork, for example, you check it in, that's 10 megs, then you check another version in, it's another 10. So that's up on your local disk.
Yeah. We've got something like 300 gig worth of repositories. That's something that obviously you need to deal with.
Storage is cheap.
Yeah.
Time is expensive.
Yeah, storage is cheap. I've got a little dock that I use my own use that I can just hot swap hard drives. It's like giant USB disks, so that you don't want to drop. We got there? Yeah. All right. So I stole a lot of stuff for my talk from these books and these websites. They're a fantastic resource, and they don't necessarily have the answers for you, but they get you thinking about it. And I think thinking about it is, will get you most of the way there. I'm always thinking about, how I perform when I'm managing a team, and it's really, it really helps because I'll come across things that I wouldn't have thought about if I hadn't sat down and gone, okay, how did it go today, or how did this project go? How's this person going? How are we progressing as a team? If you don't sit down and think about it, it's not going to come out, and your game's not going to get made. You're going to be a failure as a team, or So yeah, that's mostly talk.
Have you checked out
more questions?
David Allen's getting things done?
Sorry?
Have you checked out David Allen's getting things done?
Getting things done by David
I think it's
Allen.
how to get things done in this
Haven't-
country.
Yeah, I haven't read that one. I've heard of it, but no, I haven't read that one. This one, Making Things Happen, is my Bible. It deals it deals with all of the